So now that you know how to create simple accompaniments by just using the chords of the piece, I want to sort of introduce you to some ideas of how you can make your left hand sound a little bit more interesting, because of course everything that we've been talking about up to this point with your left hand is just simply playing the root of the chord in the left hand. And so that's very effective, and that will always be there and help you. But in certain songs, if you want to add a little bit of rhythmic interest and such, what you can do is you can actually enhance what you're playing in your left hand. Again, there's no secrets. You're still using the notes and the chords, but there is simple ways that you can actually make your left hand sound a little bit more interesting. So let me show you. The first thing that you can do is you can actually anticipate the next beat by repeating the bass note that you're on, okay? So for instance, I have this song, Perfect by Ed Sheeran, okay? And what you see here in the first two measures is that on the A minor chord, I play on the downbeat, and then just before I move to the next chord, which is the F chord, I play that A again as sort of like a leaping off place to get to the F chord. And then just before I go to the C chord, I play the F again to give me a little jumping off place to get to the C chord. And then same thing, I play the C again just before the G. And that gives a little rhythmic energy, okay? I'm dancing in the dark with you between my arms. Okay, so that all you're doing there is you're just repeating that one note just before you go on to the next chord, okay? So you're just creating like this little rhythmic flow, all right? Now, you can do that same thing rhythmically, but instead of repeating the same note, what you can do is you can actually play the root first, and then just before you change to the next chord, play the fifth. Right? So same rhythmic idea, but this time we're just changing the note. So we're just going to change the fifth. So it's the A minor, then we play the fifth of A minor, then we go up to the F, then we play the fifth of the F, which is C, and then we play the fifth of the C, which is G. Okay? So you find that actually in some cases you're anticipating the next chord with that rhythmic note, but it gives you an idea as to giving you just a little bit more melodic interest in the bass line that still has that rhythmic drive. So there, trying that. So this is in the third and fourth measure. I have that example here. So arms barefoot on the grass, listening to our favorite song, okay? So then, the last way that you could actually change it up is instead of doing the same note, you can actually, or the fifth, you can actually do an octave. So now what's happening is that we're actually expanding the range of the bass in the left hand, and so it makes it sound a little bit more interesting. So that is in the last two measures of this example. So, favorite song, I have faith in what I see. Now I know I have meant to be. Okay? I just made up that ending, but that's in general what it sounds like. Okay? So the thing is that what you can do is you can mix and match these. And you see in this example, I did the first 2 measures of repeating the same note, then I did 2 measures of going to the 5th, and then I did measures of going to the octave. All right, so that it just adds a little bit more interest. So this is what it sounds like if you mix them up. I'm dancing in the dark with you between my arms, barefoot in the grass, listening to our favorite song. I have faith in what I see. Now I know I have meant to me. Yeah, whatever the last words are. You can tell I don't really know this song, but it's a great example of this bass line. Okay, so that is one choice, one thing that you can do with a bass line.